One of the things I like about this line of work, Yorkie, is
no, you caught me.
I got you. Is the places we find ourselves eating our food is that currently at the rear end of the new Ford GTD, which I think is quite cool. You know, this is a burger I shall remember, not only because apparently that food truck is award winning, but we are at said tailpipe of new GTD, which I find to be quite a cool place to eat a burger. Oh, the light's really nice. Look at the light down there. Got that sort of soft sea haze going on. Woo. Pretty cool. You can see why they do it.
Yeah.
When you get a bit of money and retire, you seek the sun, and I totally get it. We've just been having a chat over breakfast. We were like, footage lately doesn't look as cool as it has done recently, and then we were like, yeah, it's because we've been filming in the UK in January.
Yeah.
And it's just desaturated grey, low light. As soon as we got here, we're like, everything looks amazing. I wonder why that is. This is quite a monumental day, actually. So we are heading to the Muscle Car Motor Museum in Melbourne, Florida, which inconveniently is about an hour and a half from here. But we've got a driver picking us up, and we're going to head over there to film something that is part of a much bigger documentary series coming soon.
Good.
Alright.
Oh, you got a few of those here.
There's alligators here. That's like a real thing, right? It's like
okay.
it's like you might walk out, and if you have a pool in the backyard, there might be a gator in there.
It's happened. Yeah.
It's happened.
And my son, the house he lived in before this one was close to the St. John's River.
Right.
And I was taking the grandkids out. We were doing some bike riding, and going down the road where the property parallels the river. Probably about 5 houses in front of us, a little baby gator. We saw it scurry across the road.
Right.
And go somebody's driveway, and as we got there, he was up against their garage door. So hopefully they came home and saw it instead of open the door.
Open the door and saw it.
So yeah, gators are a real thing. Yes.
Yeah, and so people swim in the rivers,
Yes.
but not the lakes.
Oh, they'll swim in the lakes.
They swim in the lakes as well.
Yes.
That's crazy.
See, that river, because it dumps into the ocean, that's like that salt water, so I don't think you have too many gators. But you got the St. John's, the Swanee, and other rivers over in town. Inland,
Yeah.
and there are gators there. People swim in it. They'll find a tree, they'll hang a rope, and they'll gather a bunch of people with a case full of beer and just jump out there.
Jump out there.
Yeah.
Brave way to spend a weekend.
Exactly. Yes. You don't walk your small dogs next to ponds.
Is that a thing?
That's very thing.
That's real.
Yes.
Yeah, have you not seen that video of the guy
jumping in to save
Jumping
the dog?
Jumping in, yeah, I
dog,
did.
yeah.
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah.
I did.
What about if you're a keen golfer and your ball happens to land just by the edge of something that resembles a swamp? Do you drop a ball and just on the next tee
I
and
usually
just
sort of
move
bring
on?
it back up on the fairway. I'm not gonna lie to you.
We're eager, huh?
Yeah, we're keen.
Really
We
keen.
are keen. Well, they've got signs out saying show cars.
Well, look, what we could do here, we could just play,
You could jump in there and find a gator.
yeah,
There you go. That's definitely.
we could play chicken. And
Mustang parking only. Okay, we're at the right place.
Yeah.
You know when there's a sign that says beware of alligators, it means stay away from the water, don't go up to it. I think we're a little bit early.
I think we're a bit eager.
We're a bit keen.
I thought you were a bit eager when you texted me at 6:30 this morning
It's the jet-
saying,
it's the jet
I'm
lag.
getting ready.
It's the jet lag. Let's go in and say hello, get a lay of the land.
Grab a flat white.
I don't think there's a flat white around here. I'll figure it out. Let's not just roll in, film it though. This is a private.
Bye.
The Mercury Turnpike Cruiser is there, which was a one-off concept.
Wow.
And for me, being from Dearborn, at Design Center, I'm jealous that thing's here. It should be at the museum at Greenfield Village. That's probably my most favorite car.
Is it really?
You got to go see that concept. It's like
So that's a really significant piece of Ford history, right?
straight right back
Yeah,
here.
yeah, yeah.
It's,
There it is.
It's unbelievable. I've seen it in books and in videos,
Yeah.
but
to see it
being
in
in
person?
person, totally different.
Oh wow.
But if you take a look at it here again you can see the cars up on the higher lift and just the overall span or spectrum of it, it's incredible.
Are you able to fit all of the cars in, or do you have overspill?
There's about 400 in here, and the
Okay.
remainder of them are out in the maintenance shop, which we'll take a quick look at.
And so this collection has taken, what are we talking, 40, 50 years?
In a sense, yes. Mark's, a lifetime of doing it.
Wow, that is exceptional.
One of the track cars we have of all things is a Bavara SUV.
This was a pace car?
This was a pace car. As you come right down to it,
Oh,
you can see the number 2.
Yes.
This would have been the backup track car. It still has auto modification, all the lights to it and everything else.
I love the embroidery on the headrest.
But this would have been in 2001. You might think I'm super sharp on these, but I just look at the doors and I can tell the year. So, but here again, this was 2 things. Not only did we have the first SUV, this was the first, they call it female celebrity, John Cougar Mellencamp's wife at the time, who was the American singer. It was his wife that drove it.
Fantastic.
And next to that, we have 1915 stove and a 1905 refrigerator.
Where did the
This came out of one of
fascination
Mark's.
come from?
This one came out of one of Mark's uncle's houses.
Okay.
And the refrigerator, I'm honestly not sure where it came from, but it's just a neat piece.
That's a refrigerator.
Yeah.
From what?
You would put your block of ice up in here.
Okay.
You would put everything else down in here.
And it would just draw down
And
cool air.
you got to admit, they probably had a whole lot stronger stomachs back then than we do now.
Oof. So if there was ever a weekend for us to turn up here, so Alan Mann, via Henry Mann and Tom Mann, are being awarded the Ford Spirit of Performance Award the same weekend as the Daytona 24 Hour, which just so happens to coincide with the first race that Ford are running their new Mustang GT3 car, which they just so happen to have dropped off here today. So yeah, to get an exclusive first look at that is very cool. So Dirk just so happens to be piloting one of the GT3s this weekend.
Oh, right, okay.
So
how's it going? Yeah, good so far. We just had qualifying last weekend, which is kind of a new thing.
oh, that's interesting. So you qualify on separate weekends?
Yeah, so it used to be like the Roar,
Yeah.
which was like early weekend in January, then a couple of weeks off, and then you would go to the race. But because of like nobody really like it's coming from the past, nobody really wanted to show like the real speed. So the
Full sandbagging job.
Yeah, so the sandbagging Daytona Beach kind of
Going on.
bagging sand area started, and so a few years ago they had actually a qualifying race.
Okay.
Because they raced you, they wanted to gather more data to get like into the 24 and then make adjustments. But they went away with it because in the meantime it's just too expensive. Just to have a race with the big field.
Yeah.
So now we had all qualifying last week.
So fuel tanks then are straddled left and right of
in
the occupant.
Yeah, and in
And-
fact on this car you had a crossover system. On the original GT40s, it just ran one tank dry and then you flick the pump and it would suck the other
So
tank.
after a while you start to,
This one
to
had a
feel the
crossover
imbalance
system under your legs.
on your legs.
Yeah.
So you're in a bath of fuel. You've stripped out any extra impact protection here.
Yep.
And you're basically in a thin alley skin bath bomb full of fuel.
Yeah.
That's designed to go 200 mile an hour on
Cross bike.
advanced bicycle brakes.
Yes. Yeah, it's quite a wild ride, I would have thought. Brave men.
Brave men. Yeah. Don't think that would get sign off these days, would it?
No.
Go on, mate.
Oh.
Crack on.
No, not at all. Oh, look at that. Yeah, that's a pit stop in real life. Look.
It's your dad, right?
That is, yeah. God, this is nice. Where did this come from?
Over there. I gave two to your brother. I can go get you one.
Wow. So what car is that one?
That's the lightweight at Sebring.
Jackie Stewart, he said, was driving.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
So is that chassis 2? Or is that car?
I think that's this car.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah, that's my dad there. And Ferris Mechanics.
Absolutely wild.
Yeah,
Isn't that
changing the
incredible?
wheels. And look at what I mean about all the
F3L?
tape and
Yeah.
That's
Just-
the Can-Am car, which had all the same suspension and stuff, which is coming over to the Goodwood.
So you developed Can-Am as well?
Yeah. It's the same as an F3L underneath.
Right.
It's just got a dirty great 8.8 litre magnesium block fuel injected lump in the
I'd like
back
to
of
hear
it.
that. That sounds awesome. So that is your dad there?
Yeah, just there.
Just there.
And that guy, Brian Lewis,
Yes.
started in '64, retired in 2015.
2015.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But he's still around, Charlie Agapew. He runs. He's
Okay.
very.
The
he's
guy
very,
with epic hair.
Yeah,
He's still around.
He's still around, and he's very chatty.
Okay.
That
Look
guy,
at that guy's hair
Charlie
there.
Agapew.
This guy.
He runs
The hair
a.
there. Brilliant. Right, so the reason we're out here is we're beginning the filming of a documentary series, which I can't tell you too much about right now, but it's a hell of a journey. If you watched the roundup video at the end of 2023, there was something at the end, point number 1 at the end, which sort of hinted at something big coming. This is kind of the beginning of that journey. So anyway, very cool to be out in this part of Florida. It's my first time out here, and there has been a gathering of, well, over 300 Mustang owners. They sound good, huh? Over 300 Mustang owners have been here for something which has been quite special, and they've debuted the new Dark Horse GT3 here and the new GTD. Let's check it out. This is the first time I've seen this. How close to road car is that? Because that looks unbelievable.
99%.
Sold. Let's go.
99% road car.
99%.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Seriously.
What you see is the fine tuning we did. You won't even notice as a customer to make it production.
So what chassis will this be based on?
It's the S650 chassis, but it's
Okay.
highly modified.
Sure.
For the new powertrain and
Yeah.
suspension. Yeah, it's S650.
Yeah. So is there much in the way of component sharing? Obviously, I know the GT3 is a much more extreme platform, but is there much
very
component
similar.
sharing?
The engine is very similar. The transaxle is very similar. The interior is, you know, not race car, but
Right.
it's more.
A bit more of a focused driving environment,
Correct.
as it were. And that swan neck top-mounted wing is obviously a clear.
It'll be
inspired
functional.
component.
Oh yeah.
It looks functional. It's huge.
Yeah.
Over 800, supercharged.
Yeah.
V8.
Yeah.
The
Powertrain.
Krapovich exhaust. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
it's just going to be Larry, isn't
Yeah.
it? Absolutely.
What you
nuts.
see externally here is
Okay.
what will be on the road.
And will it come standard on the Michelin Cup
Yeah.
2Rs?
I believe so.
So extra sticky compound for
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Massive carbon ceramic discs.
Yeah.
I'm guessing 6-pot front,
Yeah.
4-pot rear.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's got some
The body
serious
panel is.
road presence. It's unbelievable, isn't it? It's a hell of a thing.
It is a
isn't
very wide car. We actually have a hard time getting this in a trailer.
really.
Oh yeah. It's probably the widest vehicle we've ever sculpted.
The front end aesthetic has got so much impact.
Yeah. When we start with a rendering and bring this to life, even a computer model doesn't have the passion or love that these have.
Right.
The hands just bring it to life. You know, we got close with the computer, but without the traditional hand modeling, the quarter panels, the fender, and the vents were probably the hardest thing I did on this thing, was sculpting the quarter panels to make sure those highlights were right, the feel was right. It was probably the epitome of my modeling career is right here.
Really?
Yeah.
How fantastic is that?
Yeah.
But the-
To see this
these
on the road
arches
and
are
somebody,
insane.
if I was looking in my rear view mirror and
Oh,
saw
you'd
one
get
of
out
these
of the
behind
way
me,
fast.
oh yeah, I'd get out of the way. Well, it all started with where we were going to put the wheel track. Once
Right.
we knew where the tires and wheels were going to be, now it's a matter of expanding the fenders, developing this love and section into the fender, and then implementing the vents, open that up, insert the vents. Same thing with the quarter panel. The highlighting was essential. If I didn't get the highlights right on that quarter panel,
Yeah.
it wouldn't have been a done deal.
That crease line on that rear quarter is incredible. I mean, it's got massive
You know,
shoulders, hasn't it?
This, believe it or not, this crease right here, this edge,
Yeah.
took a lot of work. A lot of
it
work
did.
to get it right. We
Yeah.
didn't want it sharp and pointy. We
Yes.
needed a little bit of soft roll. And then this right here. This section right here. That's where it all started.
That flare.
Yeah. From there,
Yes.
center line of tire, then I developed it that way and this way.
I'm excited.
It's a beast.
I want to hear it. That's the next
man.
thing.
Well, it'll sound like that.
It'll sound like this thing, which is
Oh, yeah.
an incredible sound.
Yeah.
Right?
If you're at the track this weekend,
Yep.
the race cars have one sound that is so familiar. I could close my eyes and hear the Mustang come down. You know it's
Yeah.
a Mustang when you hear the sound of the GT3. It has such a distinct sound.
Well, it's right. Yeah, nice. Yeah, bud.
You want to Gonna get a picture underneath the sign?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
You want a picture under the yeoman sign?
My long lost uncle.
What a day. Oreo milkshake and a yeoman
I know.
sign.
Yeah.
Go
Underneath the monster
yeomans
truck.
underneath the most. You've
gotta
got to
get
get that.
You want to get by the monster
Wow,
truck?
look at it. Go yeomans. You want that photo? I think you need to, yeah.
Should I do a JWW pose?
You're just gonna have to point. You need to point at the yeomans. Hold on, I'll switch the photo. You wanna go to the big site? If you go over there, they're gonna sell you a car.
There's a Gary Yeoman sign and a Ford sign. There.
I can see it, it's massive.
You want one under there?
Yeah. You want one under there as well? I actually do want an F-150. I mean, it would be amazing. Daytona's big. It's really colossal, in fact. That's just half of it.
Yeah. I mean, they took they used to be, when NASCAR in its heyday, 80s and 90s, the backstretch had a whole bunch of stands back there also, but they took all those down.
No, it is really
And if you'll
huge.
notice when you're in the infield, if you look up at the stands, you have the Champions Club in the middle. They're all black and white box, but the rest of it, they're painted multicolored boxes, and that's to make it look like there's people in the stands. There's nobody there. Now that Daytona 1 is right in there. Okay, and in there on the right hand side, there's Four Rivers. It's over there. Well, you can't see it now. We're right past it. Hold on.
Okay, and they've got some.
That's Good Barbecue.
Good barbecue over
Straight
there.
across that
right.
heart sign, that R or whatever.
Yeah.
Straight back. That's Four
that way.
Rivers. And it's the kind where you walk up and they have everything laid out.
Yeah.
They'll carve your meat right there, your briskets, or whatever you want. They'll
Sounds
they'll
awesome.
bring it out to you.
I wish we were staying longer. Oh. Yeah, you can hear them. Speedway, International Speedway Boulevard. So you just see the very top of the banking over there. Look at this place. Look at this. Speed shop. Look at it. That is like something out of a Pixar Cars movie. Some Lightning McQueen store right there. Well, Jim, thank you very much for your help
I
today.
appreciate it.
It has been fantastic.
Yes, I have enjoyed today.
Thank you so much.